Alright guys, today's goal, the learner will master how to find all the possible rational zeros. So it says the rational zero theorem. If f of x equals a sub n to the x plus a sub naught, okay, has an integer coefficient, then every rational zero of f has the following form. P divided by Q, factors of the constant term divided by factors of the leading coefficient. So here's the thing. We need to think of P here is 15, Q is 1, so you have 15 over 1, all the factors. So you have positive or negative 15, positive or negative 5, positive or negative 3, positive or negative 1. Because you don't know if it's the positive factor or the negative factor, okay? So those are all the possible. So if we look at this, you do negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So what are all the factors of that? Well, plus or minus. Well, so here's where it's different. Hold on a sec. Let me back up. You have to think of, it could be, so do all the factors of, so there's 2. You could have negative 6 divided by 2 or negative 6 divided by the 1. So for that one you can start with, well, what are all the factors of 6? Positive or negative 6 over 2, positive or negative 3 over 2, positive or negative 1 over 2, and positive or negative 2 over 2. And then right there you could simplify this one though to plus or minus 3. And you have plus or minus 6. Oh, we could also simplify, let me back up one to 1. This could be plus or minus 6, plus or minus 3, and plus or minus 2. So they are all, well, we already had 3, so we can get rid of that. And we could have done 1, but we already have that. So right here are all the possible factors, okay? So let's try to use these now. Find all the real zeros. So here's the thing. You can look at plus or minus 18, plus or minus 9, plus or minus 6, plus or minus 3, and plus or minus 1. So go ahead and enter the equation into your graph. Okay, so x to the third minus 4x squared minus 15x plus 18 graph. So use that, and it looks like one of them is negative 3. So then what you do is you use that negative 3, find the 0 using the calculator, set up synthetic division. You can't just use your calculator to get them all. You have to show me the work here. So 1, negative 3, negative 7, 21, 6, negative 18, 0. This is how you know it's a 0. See how the last number here is 0? That means it's a 0. So what do we have left now? X squared minus 7x plus 6. Well, can we factor that? Yeah. So we have equals 0 because we're trying to find the zeros. So we'd have x minus 6, x minus 1. So x minus 6 equals 0, x minus 1 equals 0, x equals 6 because you're adding the 6. Add the 1. So our three zeros, x equals negative 3, comma 1, comma 6. Use the graph to check it. So go ahead and try to do the next problem. Find one of the zeros, use synthetic division. So hopefully you press pause. If not, press pause and try to do it. Okay. So if you think about it, 14 over 1. So you could have plus or minus 14 plus or minus 7 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 1. So so which one is it? Or which one of them would work? Find one of the zeros there. Negative 1 works, so use it. Set up the synthetic division. You get negative 1, 1, negative 1, negative 9, 9, 14, negative 14, 0. See? That last one is a 0, so it works. So you're left with x squared minus 9x plus 14 equals 0. Factor it. Negative 7, negative 2. So you get x minus 7 equals 0. X minus 2 equals 0. X equals 7. X equals 2. So our zeros, negative 1, 7, and 2. Okay? Alright, so here we go. Find all the real zeros. So this time, there's not going to be a whole number, okay? Because, for example, you're going to start with like plus or minus 3 divided by 48, but use the calculator to get it. And if you see, it says negative 0.75. So when you do the synthetic division, you say negative 3/4. And then 48. 4, negative 20, and 3. Bring down the 48. So 48 times negative 3/4. Negative 36. So you get negative 32. Negative 32 times negative 3/4. 24. So you get 4. 4 times negative 3/4, negative 3. 0. We should always get the 0 when you're finding the zeros. Okay, so now you have 4x, or, sorry, not 4. 48x squared minus 32x plus 4. Well, you can factor out a 4. $12x squared minus 8x plus 1. So this is where you have to think. Remember, is there equals 0? Is there anything that multiplies to 12 and adds to 8? Negative 8. Negative 6, negative 2. So you get, let's see, we could do 4 and 3 or 6 and 2 or 12 and 1, so 6x and 2x. And you can divide by 4 right here to get rid of it because it equals 0. So what do I have to multiply? Negative 1, negative 2. So you get 6x minus 2 equals 0. 2x minus 1 equals 0. 6x equals 2. x equals 1/3. 2x equals 1. X equals 1/2. And we had the negative 3/4. So bring this problem in completed. And I'm going to check to see if you did that. If you do not do that, you will not get full credit. Okay? Talk to you later.